Top 10 players to consider as important players in the league. Hello and welcome to another video. In this video, we will talk about top 10 players to consider as important players in the league. So let us get right into it. 10. Harry Kane. Through pure tenacity and hard effect, England captain and Tottenham Hotspur striker Harry Kane beats Sergio Aguero to the top of this list. Kane is demonstrating that he has the stamina to propel Tottenham into title contention, and his forward partnership with Son Heung-min is second to none. This year, the Three Lions star might win a trophy for his country. 9. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Arsenal. Arsenal looks to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to lead the squad when they have a glitch in the Premier League, which is often a seasonal occurrence. It must be stated the captain has led the Gunners out of trouble for the previous 3 seasons, and he is a huge asset to the team. In the summer of 2020, his goals won Arsenal the FA Cup and kept them competitive in the Premier League. It's easy to understand how important Aubameyang is to the North London side by watching how they react when he's not playing well. Arsenal has a tendency to falter when things get tough, and without Aubameyang, the Gunners would be without a title and would not be participating in Europe. We can chalk up the dearth of goals in 2020-21 to a dip in the entire squad's performance, rather than the 31-year-old. 8. Jamie Vardy, Leicester. In the 2 years following Leicester's Premier League title success, everyone who felt Jamie Vardy was a busted flush was simply wrong. Vardy has established himself as one of the most lethal strikers in English football for the past 7 years, and his success is inspiring a new generation of potential at Leicester in the form of James Maddison and Yuri Tielemans. Vardy, at 34, still has much left in the tank. Kasper Schmeichel is number 7 on the list. Leicester. Kasper Schmeichel, another player who may have faded from view once the shock of Leicester's title triumph receded, has shown to be the most consistent goalkeeper in the Premier League over the last 6 or 7 years. The Danish international almost never had a bad game, and his ability to command his area is a rare quality in the Premier League. Schmeichel is also a capable international goalkeeper who could be a player to watch at Euro 2020. Bruno Fernandes, number 6, Man United. Bruno Fernandes would not have made the list last year, but the midfielder has not only performed admirably for Manchester United, but he has also helped improve the club. In just a year, Fernandes has transformed United's attacking threat and resurrected them as title contenders. Make no mistake, Fernandes was a fantastic player before moving to Old Trafford, which is one of the reasons he is on this list now. His efforts with Sporting Lisbon resulted in 2 cup titles before he moved to United, where he has raised his game. There may not be a single player in the Premier League who is more vital to a team than Fernandes. Mohamed Salah, number 5, Liverpool. Mohamed Salah was the linchpin of this Liverpool team 3 years ago, the man who would lead them to the Champions League final, only to be injured in the defeat to Real Madrid. Liverpool has been less reliant on Salah's goals in the 2 seasons afterwards. Nonetheless, they require the services of their great players on the field. Salah has become the genuine heart of this Liverpool assault in recent seasons, adding assists to his goal-scoring prowess. Although Kane and Aguero are better finishers than Salah, no one compares to the Egypt international when it comes to orchestrating a ferocious onslaught. In exchange for those fewer goals, Liverpool has gained a more hard-working forward, whose assists, distribution and defensive efforts have all improved. Trent Alexander-Arnold, number 4, Liverpool. Trent Alexander-Arnold, a product of the same system at one club, has demonstrated how a teenager's career can be transformed over the course of 5 seasons. The Liverpudlian was one of the first young talents to emerge under Klopp's tutelage, and has never looked back. Alexander-Arnold, along with opposite number Andrew Robertson, is perhaps the most consistent fullback in the Premier League, having started all 38 of Liverpool's games this season. That was a significant increase from the previous term, but he handled it admirably. Alexander-Arnold, who is now a full England international, was named Premier League Young Player of the Year 2019-20 with Liverpool. He has previously won the Premier League, Champions League and Club World Cup. Furthermore, Alexander-Arnold is just going to improve. He has had the most touches, 3,664, and 13 assists of any player in the 2019-20 season. Since Ashley Cole, England has not had a finer fullback prospect. 3. Son Heung-min, Tottenham. Son moved to Tottenham from Bayer Leverkusen in 2015 and by his own admission took things slowly in North London. But it was under ex-Spurs manager Mauricio Pochettino that the career international's worth was truly realised, when he formed a connection with Kane. Tottenham's entire system now works to cater for Son and Kane, with the former scoring 16 goals in the first half of the 2020-21 season under Jose Mourinho's guidance. The energetic 28-year-old is anticipated to deliver even more. 2. Virgil van Dijk is the second player on the list. Liverpool. When Virgil van Dijk joined Liverpool from Southampton in 2015, he brought with him the consistency that any Premier League title-winning team needs. After years of disaster at the back, the 6'4" centre-back finally gave the Reds a sturdy foundation. Van Dijk is perhaps the finest Dutchman in the Premier League, hi Arsenal and Manchester United supporters, and provides the same defence solidity for Liverpool that Vincent Kompany and John Terry did for Manchester City and Chelsea respectively. Van Dijk has also justified his world record $75 million fee for a defender. The centre-back had impressed at Celtic and Southampton before joining the Klopp revolution in 2015, but he was far from complete. Van Dijk was imbued with a sense of discipline and bravery by Klopp, which has served the Netherlands well at the international level. He finished second in the 2019 Ballon d'Or voting behind Lionel Messi and led Liverpool to back-to-back Champions League final appearances. Van Dijk is also a very disciplined player, which is crucial. In each of the last 3 domestic seasons, he has only received 1 yellow card. This is a fantastic start for a Premier League centre-back who is sure to start against some of the world's fastest forwards. Furthermore, his knee injury and subsequent absence at the start of the 2020-21 season highlighted exactly how much Liverpool relied on the Dutchman. Kevin De Bruyne is the first player on the list, Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne is one of the few players who can alter a game with a flick of the outside foot or a penetrating pass. In 2019-20, the Belgian international elevated his Premier League performances to a new level, scoring a career-high 13 goals and assisting on a stunning 20 occasions. Since 2015-16, De Bruyne has been directly involved in 111 of City's 454 Premier League goals by the summer of 2020. This translates to a staggering 24.45%. He has David Beckham's crossing skill, Andre Iniesta's vision, and Thierry Henry's confidence. At City, everything passes through him, so he's no surprise he's a regular in Pep Guardiola's starting lineup. De Bruyne's ascension at City is all the more remarkable given that he was released by Chelsea after only 3 Premier League matches. He went to Wolfsburg and dominated the Bundesliga, proving his critics wrong and returning to the Premier League hungry for championships. When De Bruyne arrived at the Etihad at a club record sum of £55 million, many doubted his abilities. Since then, he's been a keen player of the championship-winning teams. He is a very creative player. He has goals in him, De Bruyne's former manager Manuel Pellegrini said of De Bruyne. This club always strives to play attractive and offensive football, and for that you need good players. In every way, he was the ideal player to join our team. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, do like and subscribe, and don't forget to give comments and provide us with your valuable feedback. See you in the next video. Until then, stay tuned.